everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Manning's Giants going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, it's off to a frozen tundra and a snowy Lambeau Field. That's where we'll find our commentating team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run here. This is James Starks. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Six yards to go here on second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. As we peek at the starters defensively for New York, I'm thinking back to a couple weeks ago when I asked you the changes they made in the offseason, how they have formed this defense. Whatever they did, the moves they made, they worked.
Yeah, give Giants management a lot of credit because they went out and got Damon Harrison on the defensive line, and he makes it tough to run the ball inside. Olivier Vernon got better and better as the season went on as a pass rusher, and that's exactly why they got him. How about Janoris Jenkins? Covering people out wide. The bigger the star receiver, the better the performance you get from him. But all in all, the best player in the Giants' defense is their safety, Landon Collins. He's going to get some mention for Defensive Player of the Year.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And here come the New York Giants, led by Eli Manning. Happy belated birthday to Eli Manning, January 3rd this week. He turned 36, Mr. Davis.
Plenty of great experience, and what the Giants fans have to like, if you're talking about omens and looking for things, right? They're going to Green Bay to play the first-round game in the playoffs. They've beaten them the last 2 times they've gone there in the playoffs. And they're a wild card. And when they're a wild card, Eli Manning 8-0 and 2 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah, absolutely. And hoping to make that a third. It'll be a tough road. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Still back there. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. He'll get 3 up to midfield. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From midfield, here's Manning. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
But that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Now Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun on third down, Manning surveying the field. He's going to go for a big play, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defense. The penalty is declined.
First down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come out here in the eye. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Jennings, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Can't find anyone open. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Throwing is Manning, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will tie from 3 yards out, and the Giants are in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Jordy Nelson, what a story he became this year. You got to think comeback player of the year if you're going to give out that award, right?
At a minimum, I would think. And, you know, let's face it, to me, he was a candidate for All-Star awards at the end of the year. He was 5th in receptions, 6th in receiving yards, led the NFL in touchdown receptions with 14. He got better and better as the year went on. And people often talk about after a knee injury, it's the second year back that they achieved their greatness again. I think Jordy Nelson's already there.
And Cook has it, left side. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Now Starks. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And now it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Holding. Offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Jacob Shum now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Beckham, the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box.
Yes.
We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. Beckham, he finished third in the NFL with over 1,300 yards receiving this year. And going into the playoffs, how key is he if they're going to make a run?
To me, he's their #1 key because they count on him for those big explosive plays that either get them out of trouble or create great opportunities. Because the running game just has not been there for the Giants all year long. And despite double and sometimes triple teaming, Odell Beckham Jr. does provide that dash downfield that Eli Manning counts on.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Into the red zone now. Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Manning to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now Manning again, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz in the final seconds of the first half, and the Giants are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's a handoff to start the drive. It starts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Packers are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Giants have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Midway through the first quarter, defense will win the battle and get the sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. After the pick, offense comes out now. There's going to be a fumble here. Offense out now after the fumble. Manning's on target here, and this will go for a touch. Giants take the early lead. Giants with the ball late in the half. Victor Cruz the catch over the middle, and he capped off the long drive with the touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Packer defense getting set to go again. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They run again with Jennings. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Returnable here from the 38. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. First down, Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. A play fake to start. Now Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Rodgers to throw once more. He's got time. Look at the time. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Keenan Robinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers looking for someone to throw to. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They start the drive with Jennings. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He's got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Packers a 1st down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Finding time. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
319! 258!
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers again now. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Rodgers to throw once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it. But remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come up in an offset eye. Jennings. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. 10 yards still left on second down. Now it's Jennings. And he'll bring this one in. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. To throw is Manning. And he's got Will Tye complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. One receiver left, 3 to the right. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Holding. Defense.
So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.